Hey guys, Jay Sini here and welcome to the very first video on the Australian Wealth YouTube channel. Really excited to be starting this channel. It's something that I haven't really done too much before, especially in the finance space, but it is something that I'm really passionate about and I think I've got a lot of knowledge there that I can use to really help people. So let me tell you guys a little bit about myself first before we get started into what this channel's all about. So my name is Jay Sini. Some of you know me as the musician, some of you know me as the video director, and some of you guys know me in a few other ways. So first of all, I wanted to start with my business. So what I've done in the last 3 years is I've created a video and photography production house that creates content across a whole number of different industries, including the country music sector, the music sector in general, business, and a lot of other spaces. And we churn out a lot of content to make sure that people's brands are looking fantastic. So over the last 3 years, we've worked with a lot of different people from a lot of different sectors, including Golden Guitar winning artists, including Lee Kernaghan and the Wolf Brothers, Trav Collins, and many others, along with some very successful businesses. So focusing on content was such an important part of my business, and it allowed me to build the business to a place where it was earning over $250,000 of revenue every single year. So to some people, that might be a lot of money to earn in a year. To other people, that's not much at all. It is definitely all relative. So I'm hoping that some of the things that I've learned in business can be really helpful to you guys as well in developing either a business or whether it be investing or something like that. I'm hoping that the knowledge I can share with you here is going to be something that's really valuable for everyone. So in addition to my business, I also do a lot of stock market investing and also real estate investing. And I think those are the three most important areas when it comes to making your money work for you and developing wealth over the long term. So I've managed to amass a stock market portfolio of over $100,000 in value, and that's combined with Australian shares and also shares in the US. So we'll be talking about both of those different markets on the channel because I think there's a lot of great value in the Australian shares and there's a lot of great value in the US. So we'll be touching on each of them. And the last one is real estate. We've recently purchased a brand new home that we're going to be living in, and we're about to get our first investment property. So I'll be really excited to take you guys on the journey of how we did that and breaking down the numbers and how to actually get a good real estate deal, how to actually get a good deal in stocks, and how to grow your business and generate more money for what you're doing. So why did I start this channel? There's a lot of finance channels I find over in the US, and they do some great stuff talking about like stock market investing, real estate investing, but I find it is very US oriented, and obviously that makes sense being that they're US channels. But I feel that there's a real need, especially in the Australian space, to talk about things that are a bit more Australian related with finance. You know, there's a lot of different tax laws between the US and Australia, and I think not too much of that is being touched on. So I'll be providing some valuable information there. And plus, of course, there's so many great companies that are listed on the ASX as well, which aren't really touched on those channels. So I think that's going to be quite valuable. And of course, real estate is very different. The laws in Australia are quite different to the US in regards to real estate. So I think it's really important to get an Australian perspective for those people that are in Australia that really want to learn finance and how to get themselves out of whatever situation they're in and improve their financial situation so that, you know, you can do whatever you want basically. You could retire early, you can get all the things that you want in life and so on. Now, of course, money is not going to fix everything, but I find it's a very important thing for alleviating any problems that you might have. I know, for example, if you're living on, say, $30,000 a year, it can be really hard to actually get all of your bills paid with that amount of money, and you need to be really frugal. However, if you're making over $150,000 a year, then it is much easier to make sure that all of your basic necessities are covered, and that is something that's going to leave you with a lot less stress, because don't get me wrong, if you can't pay your bills, you're definitely going to be getting stressed. So what can you expect from this channel? So on this channel, I'm hoping to teach you the secrets of smashing the like button for starters. It's really important. It really helps the channel because the algorithm, you know, obviously wants watch time and engagement. So if you could do that for the channel, it'd be fantastic. So I want to talk about just finance in general, because I feel it's something that people don't really talk about enough. I find it really interesting to discuss finance with people, but there seems to be a lot that's shrouded in mystery. And I found that over the last couple of years, some more of my friends have started to get really interested into finance and actually creating wealth for themselves. So I think it's really important to talk about those topics with your friends, because if you're like my age, I'm 28, and you're still hanging around with people that just go out and party every weekend, and there's no discussions about investing or growing a business or anything like that, then you're probably hanging around the wrong people, and it's going to be tough for you in the future to really build a good solid financial base, because that's just the way it's going to be. So over time on this channel, we're going to discuss a number of different topics. I'm going to be sharing the stocks that are in my portfolio. I'll be sharing the real estate portfolio, and I'll be sharing a breakdown of the business so you can see how I run a business and what you can do to start your own successful business. Because I think, especially in Australia, that's what we need a lot more of. There's some great innovations that are going on constantly in the US, but I feel like in Australia that's been let go by the wayside. There's been a lot of focus on mining, which generates a lot of dollars for the Australian economy, but something I would really like to see a lot more of in Australia is innovation. And if we can get people to innovate a bit more, start businesses that really change the world, then it's going to put Australia in a much better financial place, and it's going to create a much better financial place for the people that are running those businesses. So I'm hoping that we can go all the way through from the basics of stock market investing, what to do if you're not too sure, you're just getting started, all the way through to more advanced topics like options, for example. So of course, we're going to be talking a lot about business, the stock market, and real estate. But I think what's even more important than that is to how to find yourself a purpose in life, which I think is one of the most important things, because you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have a purpose and something that you're working towards, you're not going to be very happy as a general rule. So I think finding the thing that you really want to do and going after that is really important to having a happy life. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please share this channel with your friends. And I think there's going to be some really valuable information here. So I just wanted to introduce myself so that you guys know what the channel's all about before I get started. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you later.